Hello, everyone. We are streaming now, and I'm going to be channeling for you, channeling with you here. I know the video is a little choppy because I'm streaming onto all three channels, my YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, all at the same time. But I do see your comments come in with a little bit of delay if you want to do a little chat. Okay, so I'm here with the Galactic Council of Nine and Archangel Michael, and they want to talk about the new Earth economy. And certainly Archangel Michael has been urging me to connect about this, and so I'm just going to trust that what they're going to bring to the table today will be significant and will probably lead to more sessions on the same topic. And they've let me know that the topic today is the new Earth economy will be structured by peace. And I'm opening up your hearts to consider this to be a contemplation on your identification with the word peace, and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So the way that this works, these kind of sessions, is like I say like what they bring to the table, because it is kind of like we're sitting at a table, or like we are together. I am with the Galactic Council of Nine, and also Archangel Michael is present in that expression of light. And it's kind of like we're sitting at a table together. And they'll talk to me, and then I will tell you, and I can talk. I ask questions too, so it's a seeking and also a teaching for both of us, for all of us involved. Okay, so let's just give me a minute to feel in here, and I'll begin. Okay, so they're saying that the new Earth economy will be structured by peace, by this emanation of peace, and peace at a collective level. And peace is a field that is giving. It's an attractive field in a giving sense. It's an attractive field, so it's like magnetizing. It's like magnetizing everything that we're asking for, everything that we need. It's magnetizing everything that we need. So it's kind of like this magnetizing field, okay? Magnetizing energy that is in service to like our highest truth. So it's a field that's manifesting to our highest truth. And they're saying that like our highest truth, like there is like a huge free will spectrum on that. They're saying there's a huge free will spectrum of choice around how you are seeking to express your truth. And they're kind of laughing, all kind of laughing about that. And so it's kind of like your choice on, what to focus your truth on, like what to say yes to. Okay. But this field of peace, this emanation of peace within the collective, is what they're saying, will give way to this, will only function if it's also giving. So peace is an attractive field, but it's in order to keep attracting. essentially. In order to keep magnetizing, like it must deliver, like it must offload, it must deliver, it must give of it, give of what it's taking, basically, from wisdom, or like illuminating from wisdom, they're saying, and moving that in service, putting that into physical form. Okay, so like taking from, not taking, yeah, well, pulling from, illuminating from the triad, they're saying. I'm having a different, like a little bit of a not being able to understand this triad thing, how I can, that's all I need to say. People would know it as like the Father, Mother, Holy Spirit. Yes. Archangel Michael is like, that's good enough. It's not that important. Okay, so we'll keep going. Just seeing how long I've been streaming. Okay, so it also is a giving. It's to be of service, like like, because we want to understand that the new earth economy is like serving unity consciousness that has chosen positive or service to other alignment, they're saying. So which is like service to life, like service to your truth, just being in service to your truth. Okay, so the new earth economy will be structured by this field of peace that magnetizes everything that we need from this like womb source. Okay, and the once magnetized, then it's like our choice on what to glorify of that, they're saying, like what to do with that. And like they're saying that like humanity is feeling the resistance, because the resistance to being in peace, because like peace, what about it? Like it requires a strength, like an inner strength. It requires strength. Okay, so I understand that. Okay, so peace is like really, like your peace that you are generating in your body, which contributes to the collective, is really tied to what truth you're fully accepting of yourself, or like how full of your own truth you're able to accept. Yes, accept? Yes. So like your inner peace is tied directly to how much kind of like self-acceptance you have, but the acceptance of your truth is very important, that word. Okay. The field of peace itself, though, is always attracting and always giving. And then I'm like, okay, well, how do I do that in my life? That's my question. How do I do this in my life, please? Well, the Galactic Council of Nine are saying like that the first place that that is going to be given to you is to like yourself. So like your physical needs. And I'm like, well, what about all the people who have their physical needs challenged right now? And they're saying this comes back to like this deep acceptance of how much of your power you're able to wield through kind of like self-mastery. Okay, and so like part of peace is this connection to your acceptance of self, of your truth. Okay, so we've got peace, and then we've got this acceptance of your truth. And so these 2 points they're saying is speaking to the body in many ways. And you could think of having your mind being still, being able to hold yourself still in the mind while expressing through the body. This generates peace. Okay? And they're saying like you see that when people are creating, like are called to create these magical things, to create kind of beautiful things. It's like the state of peace is part of what allows miracles to be born. And so, like, to truly flow through peace, they're saying that it's aligned action with a quiet mind. So like heart aligned, truth aligned action without this egoic interference or programming interference, they're saying. And you can practice that by being quiet in the mind and allowing the body to create with no boundaries. It's interesting because a state of peace is also very trusting. There is a trust that's achieved. This trust that it's not even a trust, they're saying like it's a knowing that the field will magnetize what you are. It's not a desire, okay? What you are focusing on about your truth will magnetize everything you need for that. And it comes in like such surprising ways, you know, what peace will provide, they're saying. Like peace provides the ability for your garden to grow again. It's gonna make me cry. Okay. That's enough said. I love that. So this new earth economy is going to have this knowing that the field will produce what is needed, what is called for, and that it's like our creative ingenuity, our creativity is what puts it to use. And it shows up in surprising ways. So watch out. Like, that's kind of a strange way to describe peace, but it's like, yeah, you can't. That's the powerful thing about peace, is that it is like a highly creative space. And you can see why it is something that is feared. Let's put it that way. And so, like, Archangel Michael is like, so practice holding your body in stillness and in quiet in the mind. Give yourself space from technology, from the pressures of performance in your daily. Give yourself space. And he's like, it can be as easy as beginning to like turn your phone off at like a certain time of day and don't turn it on until the next day at a certain time. He's like, ideally that's like right like in the evening, you know, like before dark, like, you know, like interrupt the 9 to 5 brain. Give yourself moments of just laying down and practicing focusing on your breath, he's saying. He's like, this is training for your nervous system, and it's important because the nervous system is shifting, and we're shifting into collectively creating peace. And that begins in like your own self. Because once you are in a state of peace, you are able to like see the road ahead clearly. And also, it's not that you can create what your light, like it's not like you can truly control what your light is ultimately magnetizing to you, but you can receive fully everything that is there for you. And people get caught up in this manifestation lie, they're saying. And the unfolding is asking each and every one of us to consider the drive or the desire beneath our consuming. And think about how what? They're saying, scrap that. Okay, scrap it. Scrap, just think about that. We'll just scrap that. Noting that for the transcript. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Okay, Archangel Michael wants you to know that the field of peace, or this emanation of peace, he said, which comes in the recognition of your nervous system feeling safe. He doesn't like to focus on the word safe, but more empowered to be expansive and expressive and like sensual with life. In a way that has not much to do with thinking about it too much beyond the moment. And he's saying it's like this like eternal innocence is at play within the field of peace, or within this emanation of peace. Like peace emanates. Is it like that peace is delivering the requests of our innocence? No, but it certainly is like reflecting, or there's like a, I don't want to say like innocence is like a mechanism, but it's almost like a technology. Like it is like the innocence is the Holy Spirit, they're saying. And so it is like a bridge between the triad and peace. And it's like this infinite, indestructible innocence. And that is the attractive principle. There we go. And so you can see how innocence has been coveted for its power. And so Archangel Michael's saying is that to reclaim your innocence, reclaiming your innocence begins with honoring the truth of what your innocence actually wants or has. Is it desires? And he can say, yeah, you can say desires. Okay, so peace begins with honoring the truth of your innocence. Offering space for the mind to be still and open and receiving, and the body to be in movement, which includes like Archangel Michael is saying like you can include speaking, writing, humming, dancing, moving, creating, building. It's flowing though out. There's no judging of what is coming out. You're just allowing it to move through you. These moments are important for the potency of the emanation of peace that comes through you. He's like, because you'll start to hold space for yourself, and then you'll just see. It'll unfold. Okay, that's enough for today. I thank everyone for being here with me as I channel this live. What I do now is I basically create a transcript of what happened, and then I refine it into more like a teaching, straightforward teaching. So there's less pausing, there's less me interpreting on the spot and processing on the spot. I take a minute to process a bit of the thoughts and come up with like a summary, and then I post that all on my Patreon. I post it on my YouTube, and that's what's gonna happen. All right, peace and love, my friends. I leave you in the love and the light of the one Creator. Adonai.